What is up, folks? Small from OneHive Genesis, joining you today from the heady heights of OneHive Alpha, and I have a bit of an announcement to make here. Alpha are actually going for their 100th consecutive win. You can see the war win streak there, 57. That's actually not correct. I'm pretty sure, looking at the war log here, that Supercell can't bring that data back from too long ago. So it's only 57. But officially it's 100, and they are going for their 100th consecutive win. Got the match there, brought some alumni in. You can see Duce, Erotic, that's OneHive Jake in there as well. Erotic's only just a Town Hall 11, really fresh Town 11, that's basically a Town Hall 10 base, so he hasn't really got anything extra there. Got the bowlers, but he's pretty much a Town Hall 10, just with a level 1 Warden. So, looking at the other side of things, they have been drawn against Jamboul, and up against 12 Town Hall 10s. Let's take a look at this bottom one. That's basically a Town Hall 9, so that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But looking good for a 100th consecutive win. Hope it works out for the team. See, this is a 50-50 war if we're looking back at this. Yeah, it's full 50 bases, so we've got a load of Town Hall 9s in this one. Like I said, a load of alumni coming in to play this one out, and then also a load of Town Hall 8. So this is going to be a really, really interesting war. Should be lots of YouTube coverage coming. Obviously, Jake is in this one as well, so I'm sure he'll bring some recaps to the table, some interesting videos. But the real reason I'm here is obviously for Adventures with Alpha. And we're just going to look at a few attacks from this last war against Revolta Azul. You've seen 2 feature attacks that I got from Vicious the other day, some very impressive little hits there. But I'm going to show some more impressive hits here. We're not going to spend long, but I have got 4 hits that I want to show, and we're going to start off number 1, and this is our Russian Max. And he's going in on a Town Hall 10. So in this war, obviously Alpha didn't have any Town Hall 10s, and they're going up a base like this, and this is not an easy base. It's got some max Town Hall 10 level point defense there, the Infernos, max level splash towers, wizard towers, mortars. So this, to me, is a very impressive raid indeed. You can see Max is starting off with his Queen Walk down at 6 o'clock here, and he's just going to create the funnel for his VALKS, because obviously VALKS are so OP, they're so good if you use them correctly, and he's just going to funnel, he wants to funnel them into the core there and completely clear that out. But I think this raid works out far better than he was even hoping for. He obviously wants to secure the 2-star, but ends up going the full way in this raid. You can see his queen's working, taking out a few point defense. She is clearing out this side of the funnel, working slowly. I'm not sure whether he lures the clan castle here at some point. Might be coming up shortly, but the queen's working out fine. Then, of course, drops the golem with some cheeky wall breakers to let that golem in. I think he's going to drop a few VALKS over there as well, just to clear out that side of the funnel. You can see he's letting his king on the bottom here. Only a level 18 king. Going up against similar level heroes in the core there. You can see the VALKS in 2 streams, and they are going to funnel perfectly into the core there. You can see pretty much all of them getting in there. They're raged up the whole time. They're going to completely decimate the interior there. The queen goes down, and that is basically that. Get a few VALKS going into that last Inferno. Fortunately gets that down. Queen is still going strong over here, but I believe she does get taken out by those 2-point defense. But the VALKS are still coming around the other side. Got to heal from there. That keeps him up, and then starts to trickle a few hogs in on the back end, which is the kind of saving grace of this one. You can see a bomb goes pop there, but the king is doing some work. The queen has gone down, and we're not sure if it's going to be a 3, but he's got some nice cleanup wizards working, got some nice hogs working, and one of these hogs up here does manage to come down and join the party. The VALKS are getting healed up by the healers that got taken out. By the healers that are still up. And he's got 3 VALKS there that do survive, make it towards that last Tesla. As that archer tower goes down, the cleanup is there. There's nothing really that's going to target that hound other than a couple of wizards. So we can speed it up because there's only a few buildings left. And Max does end up getting it done just in time as those VALKS scream through the wall. And that is a great Town Hall 9 going up against the Town Hall 10. A great, great triple. Really enjoyed that, man. And superb raid, really good raid. Okay, so the next one I've got to show again down to number 7. Obviously Alpha very close to a perfect in this, but they couldn't get that other Town Hall 10. And we go with Freestyler against Dragonfly, number 7. And yet again, it's some VALKS in here. And this one, it was not a smooth raid, but he did really well to work it out in the end. So he drops the Quakes down, opens up a huge area of this base in here, opening one of the double giant bomb spots in there. So he drops down the Shattered Golems to start to work the funnel, and then these outside kind of troll Teslas pop up, kind of draw the golems off. Wasn't really expecting that. I think he was hoping his golems to go into the base, and then out comes the CC, a P.E.K.K.A with some archers, and there's not really enough over there to take them out. So it's not looking, the opening of this raid is not looking good at all. He's got some outside Teslas, only one of them goes down, and the P.E.K.K.A is descending on his queen, and he has to pop the ability really early there. Fortunately, does get the wall open, and the VALKS come in, the saving grace. The VALKS come in to protect the queen and move into the base. This golem is going to continue standing outside and not do anything. So he hasn't got any golems going into the base, but the VALKS they take out the king, then they're going to move on to the queen here. He's only got kind of, not very high level heroes here, Freestyler, but he does a great job with them. The VALKS get into the core, take care of some of these structures, get in at these double giant bomb spots, and the surgical hog here is really what saved this for me. Beautiful surgical hog deployment, gets that nice heal down there that's going to keep that group of hogs up. He's still got 2 in the bag, which he's going to put in on this cannon. So he's got a few coming through, has to heal them early because he hasn't got great numbers. The queen is coming through up here, and out of nowhere, this golem is going to work his way back inside. And this is a saving grace because his hogs are dying out at this point up here. His king and the VALKS are going outside the wall, so the cleanup has begun, but the last single is actually a double giant bomb in there. And you see it popping just there. But fortunately, this heroic golem, here he is, he comes out of nowhere, and the mortar is actually at this point firing on the queen. So this is a real race against time. We can have a look down here. There's some goblins and VALKS and the king on cleanup. But just here, the golem gets out in front, and the queen is almost dead. A couple more mortar shots, and she is gone. There you go, one more. And she just escapes just in time before the mortar can fire. The golem might stay out in front and the queen can work her way around doing cleanup. Here comes the rest of the force. There's not much left of it, but they're going to get up to the top just in time to get this 3-star. Let's speed it up. You can see this Tesla's firing on that golemite, tanking beautifully for the queen there while she cleans up. And just as the VALKS get in range, they tank, and the job is complete. Very tight 3-star there, but great job, Freestyler. Working out that raid, getting the triple, that was intense. Okay, sorry folks, I did have a minor interruption there, but I am back, and we are going in now. On number 12, it is Spandan, and he's shown us a bit of Town Hall 8 on Town Hall 9 action. We've seen the Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10, and this is obviously the step down, but still quite impressive. He's obviously got the extra defences to deal with here. Doesn't have a queen in this base, but still definitely a challenge for a Town Hall 8. And you can see he starts by quaking open the core there. Then he's going to bring in the Shattered Golems, and he's going to start funneling off this 6 o'clock side of the base with his wizards. Then he's going to do the same thing up top here with a couple more. And make sure that funnel is nice and wide, because he's going to bring in some VALKS shortly. You can see he puts 1 hog in there for a nice early 1-for-1 trade, and also lures the clan castle. And this is kind of the only sketchy bit of the raid, because obviously he doesn't have any poisons. The golems fortunately do tank. He does put a couple more wizards down, but he has to hope these golems get out in front and the wizards can clean up the dragon and the remaining clan castle troops behind. So he gets that done. Then he sends in his camp VALKS. He's got 4 camp VALKS, followed by the 3 max VALKS, which he's going to send straight into the base and get that early heal down. You can see that dragon does end up going down, and these VALKS are going to get in there at these 2 double giant bomb spots, get them triggered out, which is really nice. And you can see he's got 11 hogs plus 2 loons to the back end. So all these air defences are going down. The entire inside of the base has been called out, and just around the edge, working the outer ring, the hogs come in, beautifully surgically deployed with those couple of loons up top, just to get those exposed cannons up there, and another 2 beautiful hogs on this archer tower. So he's got cleanup, all around the base. The Hogs, the Valks, the Loons, the Golem are descending on these last two helpless defences up top there, and the cleanup is pretty nice. He's got Valks on one edge and the King and a Valk on the other edge, so that is going to clean up really nice. Let's speed it up, because that is a beautiful attack by Spandan, and just as these Hogs come over to the last structures here, the 3-star is locked up, and that is some Town Hall 8 on some Town Hall 9 action. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and great attack to Spandan. Now, I'm only going to show one more attack from this one. It has been a short Adventures of episode, but of course we've got that 100th consecutive win attempt coming up, so that should be great for providing some content for you guys. Hopefully you're looking forward to that one. We have got Jake on that too, so he's going to be recapping that also. So it should be some great content coming out. Okay, on to the last attack. We're going to move down to 18, and this is some Town Hall 8 action. We've got Squadron Leader. You know who he is. He's Mesoscale Vortex, and he is coming in with some Surgical Hogs. And again, the walls on this base suck. Obviously not the most upgraded base, but I love how Mesoscale deals with it. So he's going to send, I think that was 3 or 4 Hogs. I think, yeah, 3 Hogs in there to get the Clan Castle, and obviously you can't poison them in place. He's got 3 more, I think, or is that 2? I think it might be 2 Hogs there. And what he's doing up here, he gets 1 bomb trigger, which is beautiful, and he creates an anchor point, and that's important. You can see he gets the archer down there. I don't think he would have been able to get that archer down with the cannon still there, but it gives his kill squad. I say kill squad, he's just got the barbs coming in and the wizards just to take care of that dragon, give them room to take that. So when you don't see an anchor point in the base, make sure you create one like that. Mesoscale also gets some added value out of that and gets a bomb triggered, so that's really nice. He's got the Clan Castle dealt with pretty good, and then he's going to break his king into this bomb compartment here, which is really nice. And the idea here is he's going to clear out that compartment with the king and get a trade with the opposition king. So that's a pretty nice plan there. Always look to do that when you can. See, he raises them up, adds in a couple of Hogs there for support. And what actually ends up happening is the king doesn't quite get the opposition king, but now you can see he's got the Hogs coming in from the bottom here, just a kind of 2-finger drop. Another set of Hogs coming in there. He knows there's a double giant bomb somewhere in here, so he gets that heal down, couple of heals down there. So the Hogs are moving in, and the double giant bomb is in the core here, and then he's got some remaining Hogs coming in on the back end. See, the double bomb gets triggered off there. There is some bacon, but unfortunately he has got 1 more heal left. But he needs to deploy it soon. He's pretty patient on it, gets it down, gets that poison down for the incoming skeletons behind, and they all get taken care of, which is really nice. And he's got just enough Hogs to get the job done up there. You can see he did there. The king did get cleaned up down the bottom there with the wizard. Hasn't got much clean up, but he has got enough Hogs left to get the job done. So let's speed up. Let's speed it up, folks. There we go. The Hogs moving around the entirety of the base on cleanup, and Mesoscale, leader of the Town Hall 8s, he gets the job done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So yeah, like we talked about, we do have a big war incoming. 100 consecutive wins. I mean, Alpha doesn't do arranged matchups, but regardless of that, great achievement, and hopefully the guys get it done. Should be great fun. Alright folks, this has been Smorg. See you later. Over and out.